Yo, if you mess around, you're gonna find out. And
Trust me.
Cody Rhodes found out last night on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Beaten black and blue and bloody in the parking lot in the pouring rain of Chicago. Cody Rhodes finds out what happened when you mess around. He's a final boss. And we're going to talk about it today on the E. Welcome back to another episode of the E People. I'm on Connect to WrestleMania 15 Raw alongside my co-host Anafi.
The foolish rush of Nafi, forming as Vicious Pappy. And yeah, we're back. We're back. This is bro, listen. Mex, I don't know about you, but I am hyped.
Bruh.
I am hyped. I even wanted to blade myself today when I saw Cody. I wanted to blade. I just did it. Just twist it and just bro. I am hyped, bro. Like words can't describe how I feel, man.
Guys that are here watching live, we appreciate you. Get your comments in nice and early. We're gonna come straight to the comments in right a second, right now. But yeah, I'll obviously just tell you where I stood. Obviously, you said you wanted to be part of it. You wanted to blade yourself, bro. I was watching this, and obviously, when I saw Shinsuke Nakamura and Jay Uso was the main event, I was like, this is a bit of a, it's a bit of a soft main event sort of thing for where we are. But at the same time, I think, they wanted to build up Jay. Jay needs wins. They already showed the bloodline around on the night. I'm not one of these people. I got out of the habit of checking how long is left of the broadcast because
I used to do that. As well. I've stopped that.
I want to be surprised, innit? So
I
didn't check. Obviously, all the palaver started happening after the match. I kept seeing Cody obviously beating up Jimmy and Solo. I said, where is this going? Where is this going? I'm just going to go off the broadcast with him rushing two of them. Yeah. And of course, the final boss himself, The Rock, turns up, starts smacking Cody up. This man's sunglasses never left his face.
Bro. I swear I was super glued, bro. Like it did not even go up, down. He'd even fix them. Just straight.
The Rock flogged Cody and his sunglasses were on the entire time. Like
crazy.
Real boss kind of look, just beating man like a government mule. And it's funny because Cody was beating up two people before. But now he can't stand up against The Rock. Really putting The Rock over.
Yeah.
And then obviously the segment happened. It went out into the rain. The beatings continued. He revealed the belt. Mama Rhodes smashed up Cody. Cody started bleeding. Took Cody's blood, put it on the belt like he said he would. He's going to give it to Mama Rhodes. We obviously saw some faces, which we'll talk about in the trailer in the background as the beating was happening. Bro, I can't be the only one. Did you think that The Rock was going to dangle my man over that little thing?
Yes, and it was giving me flashbacks of what he done to Stone Cold Steve Austin on I think it was a random episode of Monday Night Raw when he threw him into the water. But I don't think, did he throw him?
I think he threw him in the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, into the river. I thought he was going to do it to Cody. I think if they done it to Cody, that would have been epic. But I'm guessing that was probably like a long way down. Like there was no safety protocols. But I think what they done there, what I initially thought, because obviously when I woke up, I saw the Discord was popping. I saw them say, "Well, Cody played it." So I thought, and I saw the picture as well. So I immediately thought that Cody's head was going to get smashed through the glass because he threw him at the glass, and I was like, "Oh, he didn't smash." So when the Rock done his thing, he's doing well. He actually moved the cameraman saying, "Look at me," and obviously that diverted our attention. We then came out to Cody. Cody was just there, just blooded out, and I was like, "Yes, this is it." It's put this, Not that Cody and Roman Reigns have had any running in any sort of major clash like this, but Roman couldn't do this to Cody.
What? Roman couldn't?
Roman cannot do this to Cody. Roman cannot make Cody bleed like this. It's not in his character. I can't explain it. Roman's the type of guy just to school you, trash talk, hit you here and there. But Rock is the perfect guy for this, and this is why we should petition for the second night should be, or even the first night should be The Rock versus Cody Rhodes, because this is the match I want to see. Not in Saudi. I want to see it in Philly. You see it?
100%. I was saying earlier, to just be completely honest and transparent with everyone. Obviously, we've been trying to do our thing with the tickets, secure tickets and stuff like that. bro. When I watched this segment, my adrenaline in my soul, but like it was like I don't know what time it was. Maybe about
0 to 100.
7:30 in the morning. By the
Yeah.
time I was on this segment, and I was so warm in the room, like in my blood. And then by the time it was like 8 o'clock, and then my body had like calmed down, I felt cold.
Yeah.
I literally felt cold. Like I've never honestly felt like like this is mad. The way this was booked. And yeah, to go on about the tickets, I just said, yeah, I have to get my tickets. Got on the website, said, cool, let's plan this. Got the tickets sorted, because at this point, you can't miss this.
You can't. Oh. Bro, I'll go as far as saying this, that this is historic. This is going to be one of the biggest WrestleManias we've ever seen, and historic wise, the stuff that have been giving us week to week, SmackDown and Raw have been great. And my thing is this: is that even after WrestleMania, it's going to get even 10 times crazier.
Yeah.
Because of the way the position of these new characters, and even like the people working up on the ranks and stuff. So, like, once they free these tag team titles, once they change the titles here and there, once Cody becomes champion, bro, everyone's gonna get their knives out and go for Cody again. I don't even trust Seth Rollins.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't trust Seth Rollins one bit. Seth Rollins is snaky. Even
right now, like Seth has said, he's doing what he's doing for the greater good. He wants to topple Roman as well. So yeah, it's in his quote unquote benefit to do what he's doing. The minute Roman has been toppled, Olympus has fallen. Yeah, I'd have to go back. I can be on my crud now, because the chances are he's losing his belt as well. So now I need a belt from somebody. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna be mad.
Yeah, it's gonna be absolutely immense, man. I don't know, like, obviously when you was watching the show and stuff, like, there was a segment before the show, and this is the reason why I got a bit of like a thing at Seth. You see, before Jay went out before his match, Seth came to the gorilla position and he was like, something feels weird tonight. I don't know what it is. Immediately, I was like, okay, cool. Why would Seth actually come out and say, obviously, I get Seth is trying to, they're trying to tell a story, but why would Seth come and say that? Then obviously we got the segment after. I was like, was a man in the know of this or something like that? Like, the fact that
he set him up.
I don't know. Or maybe I'm looking in too deep, man. Maybe I'm doing too much. Like, but I don't know. Maybe he had a hand to play in it.
I don't know. I think it's too early. If Seth Rollins turns on this side of WrestleMania, I think it's actually quite poor, to be honest.
String it out.
Yeah, unless you're about to then show me on Monday Night Raw after Mania, like some backstage footage of the last few weeks of Rollins plotting with The Rock and plotting with Bloodline and dapping them up and something, then I'll say fair enough, brilliant. Yeah. But if you haven't got that footage to kind of show me that they've been working together all this time, don't just turn him just for the sake of a turn.
Yeah. This is me. This is me just being universe mode, isn't it? I saw certain things yesterday. I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together, but yeah.
No, it's right now. It's epic. Like you generally feel like you're watching an adult's product.
Yeah.
It might still be PG, but they're blurring the lines. They're using blood, explicit language, especially when it's needed, rather than in the middle somewhere just for the fun of it. Like, you might see on other programs and stuff. It's like, this is a top level story where we need to kind of be cussing and bleeding and
saying stuff,
kind of stuff. Like, it feels super, super important. Let's go through some of these comments and then we'll come back to this. Big up everyone watching live. Jimmy says, Cine Mana. Cine Mana. Yeah, no, honestly, it's absolute mazzoline what we're getting right now. Big up Gloddy in the chat. He says Raw was cinema. We agree. Aaron 2005 had to tune in for this mid-work shift. Big up you, Aaron.
Big up Aaron, man. Don't get sacked though. Don't get sacked.
Yeah, don't lose your job. It'll be available on replay still. Jimmy says, Lloyd, I'm very glad you say this because that's the key to this story. The Rock will take it to places Roman can't. That's why Roman is even low-key shook of him. Dwayne is a greater evil.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, the minute that obviously we knew about The Rock joining TKO, and then obviously his character began to change and stuff like that, I immediately dubbed him Mr. Johnson,
Yeah.
because obviously it's not a Mr. McMahon situation
Yeah.
anymore. That guy's gone. But we've seen a Mr. McMahon and what he could do, sort of thing, and how he abused his power, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't necessarily say The Rock is abusing his power,
But he
he's
can.
just he can, and he's just taking things into his own hands, basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's actually no one better to play this kind of spin-off of Mr. McMahon than either The Rock or Austin. These are the only two people that could really
yes
to a good level.
Let's even rewind it back a bit. The Rock was, do you remember when The Rock was Corporate Rock, part of Vince McMahon's faction as well? He was also doing Dirty Deeds as well. Like, The Rock is, yes, above everything, above him being a babyface, above him doing the people as well, above him being for the millions. The Rock was built to be a heel from the beginning. This is him. The Rock is a heel from the beginning. We see with Flex Kaniva promos used to cut back in the day.
Flex Kaniva,
Flex Kavanaugh, I say Kaniva, you know. Flex Kavanaugh probably just cut back in the day. He was just like that heel. This is his character. And I feel like when he's in his bag as beat to be a heel, he's in there. He's in there. Like we've seen with Hollywood Rock back in the day. Even slightly, when he was like a face and he was like talking to people in the ring, he used to literally like shit on them, and it was basically he was a babyface, but he was just talking like a heel. Did you see it? So yeah, this is his bag, man.
Bro. I mean, I think we've talked about this already. But the entrance,
bro, the dude,
I popped like as if I didn't see Rock last week or something when he came out this time, because we didn't expect it. I popped crazy, and then this angle of him just turning up, stepped into the spotlight, like it's so good, like it's proper final boss.
Can I just point out something as well? Yeah, you see where our seats are next week. Do you know we're gonna literally?
That's our seats,
It's middle. You can see the whole thing. I'm gonna break this. We're literally in the middle, like literally. Rock is looking at us, like literally there.
That's our seats. Yeah,
straight. If the pyro goes up, the pyro is gonna go in front of our face. That's it. Yeah, it's
a
epic,
terrific
man.
Angle, like for that shot of him stepping out and then just stopping in the spotlight, sort of thing.
Yeah,
everything gets dark. The spotlight comes on him for what his character now is. Like it's very like DC Marvel,
Black Adam villain. Because obviously I think the last character he played was Black Adam, and he was like a proper villain, breaking people's heads, like very gory and stuff. So I think he's even holding in that character in this new one as well. So yeah,
it's mental. MAA, at first I thought it was fake blood, but Rock wiped it away and more poured out.
Bro, this is Cody we're talking about. Cody doesn't do fake, man. It's the son of Dusty, bro.
To be fair, I thought it was fake blood as well, but it was very, very much real. You could see him sticking his head in between the trailer and like the little what do you call this thing, and just getting it done.
Just definitely, yeah.
I think the biggest credit this segment can get is that people that I would pretty much call from, online, Twitter, people I follow, people that tend to make a lot of noise about AEW and how great AEW is, or whatever the case is.
Talk about it.
A lot of them thought this segment was brilliant. A lot of them had positive things to say about this segment. Even when I think some of them still tried to kind of throw shade on it, they couldn't in the way they tweeted. They were saying they were tweeting like a double negative, like this could have been like this and that, but at the same time they appreciated Cody's performance in it. They appreciated The Rock's performance in it. They appreciated the realism of it. Things like I don't take for granted the rain. The rain in this whole shot of everything of a man being beaten down in the rain.
Perfect.
You're a man that knows film and stuff like that.
Let's talk about it.
Like that. How effective is that when
brother? Let's talk about it. You watch films like Goodfellas. You watch films like Sin City. You watch films like Matrix. When there's a battle scene and the villain and the hero is coming together, and they're about to fight off, about to have the biggest face off, or the villain or the hero is getting completely like punished, and it's raining. It adds to the story. It's like shit. The Reign is beating him down. He's also getting beat down, and like it was just perfect. Even the fact that when Cody was lying on the floor and his back was out, and I was like, bro, this guy's actually doing this properly, bro. Like it was just great, man. It was proper great. And like I said to you, I'm guessing the Rock's creative team are behind this as well. 100% behind this in terms of how they want things to look and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, man, they delivered it well, man. And if it was snowing, I don't think it wouldn't have hit that much. If it was sunny, if it not sunny, but if it was like a dry day, it wouldn't have hit that much. But the rain, even if they gave us flipping hailstones and he was out there doing that, that's when I would have said, yes, you man have gone up.
Imagine we got a lightning bolt.
Thunder! Black Adam in real life, thunder.
Like
thunder.
Honestly, I feel like it wasn't even like it was torrential rainfall that like disturbed the camera work or anything. It was like just enough rain to kind of make you even more so sympathize with this guy. Like anyone that wasn't convinced last year that Cody hadn't been through enough adversity going to win the title, this last 12 months he's had, you should not rear your head. Adversity should not be a question.
Like brother.
The last icing on the cake in this is that he beats Roman at Mania, because the adversity cake is here at the top now. You can't make any more cake of this. Like it's time to put the icing.
Can you even go for the people that he's even come against, like in this whole run? So he's even had a match with, I'm sure he's had Drew, right? Did he have a match with Drew?
Yeah, he beat Drew.
Drew. Thank you. Brock Lesnar.
No, Drew beat him. Drew beat him.
Oh, I think that was his first loss in a while. First loss in a while.
That was his first loss since Mania.
This year.
First time he was pinned since Mania.
Brock Lesnar. That was sad. Roman Reigns. Obviously, we see Roman Reigns. He's basically beat the top people in the company, and they've in some way they've punished him in a certain way. For example, Seth Rollins and his arm. Like you know what I mean? Like he's been through it. So there's Sam Blacks or anyone that come and say this guy should have more. No, it's done now. The respect should be there.
Like I said, the doubters or the people that don't fancy WWE too much had an appreciation for this segment. People are calling this segment one of the best Raw endings ever. Like, crazy. I know at least this is one of the best Raw endings. I'm not someone that tends to like saying ever and saying this is, the best of the best or whatever. But like, I think this is definitely in the last 15 to 20 years. One of the greatest Raw endings that they've had. And it was Attitude Era-esque by one of the kings of the Attitude Era. So
there you go.
They couldn't have done this any better. I mean, it brings us on to the title of today's conversation. Are we more looking forward to now Cody versus Rock? Or is this building to Cody versus Rock? Should this be the main event? And where does Roman lie? Roman specifically, we're going to talk about in a second when we talk about SmackDown. But yeah, how do you feel about this compared to Roman and Cody's build?
The thing is this, I've seen a lot of stuff online. People saying that Roman Reigns not doing much, Roman Reigns not doing anything. But let's look at it what it is. Roman Reigns is the tribal chief. He shouldn't have to lift a finger. He shouldn't have to do anything. Roman Reigns shouldn't be out there trying to punish Cody Rhodes. He should be out there speaking and dishing out instructions. Hence why we have The Rock and Solo and Jimmy running mad, doing anything they can do just to save the bloodline. So people need to allow it with that Roman stuff. I get people who want Roman to speak and stuff, but we had that on SmackDown. The face-off between Roman and Cody Rhodes was absolutely great. Like they obviously Roman said his bits, Cody said his bits, and left it open-ended again with both of them with the face-off and stuff. But I'll be real with you. It has tainted my vision a bit. And I'm more gearing for The Rock versus Cody. I want to see them in that squared circle. Forget the prime thing. Take the prime thing off the ring, off the mat for that match. That match alone, please. I just can't wait for Cody and Rock to have that face-off at WrestleMania and then both just trading blows, going ham. Crazy. So, yeah. Roman shouldn't have to move.
I like your point as to the point that obviously Roman is the tribal chief and that these lot are basically his send-outs and they're doing his work for him. I think that would be absolutely fine if we had a bit more visibility of Roman calling those shots.
Okay.
So obviously when Jay's about to go out and stuff like that for his match, you see obviously the bloodline guys, but maybe we should have a segment, even if it's like a FaceTime sort of thing to him calling Jimmy Have you guys arrived there? Are you at the All-State Arena? Okay, you know what to do. Like, something like that. Or even like imagine The Rock done everything he done last night and kind of punctuated it with a call to Roman, like, haha, tribal chief,
it's
been done.
Yeah, crazy.
Drops the phone. Crazy. Like, imagine what that makes Roman look like.
Yeah,
even if The Rock is kind of answering to him, but because The Rock has already kind of acknowledged him. So I feel there's little things they could have done to just keep Roman alive within this. So it looks like I say, Roman's kind of calling these shots where they're kind of laying traps and stuff for Cody. But, yeah.
So like, obviously that's a great point you've raised, in terms of like getting Roman a bit more involved in the you know, in terms of like him being there but him not being there. They used to do it before last year and stuff, but what WWE have been doing recently, or say Raw or SmackDown, with that whole thing of like, if there's a conversation happening here, there's also something happening in the foreground. Raw yesterday, we saw Andrade and Dominic Mysterio talking. Then at a part, I think the last backstage segment, we saw Drew McIntyre and Paul Heyman talking.
Yeah.
So already, obviously, if you've missed that, you would have missed what was going to happen in the end with Drew coming out again. But then again, you're right, if they had a thing where Paul Heyman was on the phone and he looked like he'd FaceTime Roman Reigns, obviously you're not hearing it, but obviously then you might get that situation.
It's pretty much what Paul Heyman's been doing, like where he does the little things of call the tribal chief or whatever he says on his phone. Like, it's just keeping someone relevant, keeping someone's name alive, even if they're not present. Like little things just like that, where Roman is still the shot caller and all of this, especially since The Rock has acknowledged him. I just feel like if The Rock punctuated that segment by calling Roman and just being like, I've done it, my tribal chief. Roman goes into another stratosphere. Without being there. But I just really feel like this is very much the Rock and Cody. And it's one of them ones where if you build night one very well, which is what they're doing, you're going to be invested into night two anyway. So I get with what you said, he's the shot caller, he doesn't have to be there. I get the fact that he's going to the main event of night two anyway. So but I think it's a difficult one because he has been left looking a bit cold now. But we still have SmackDown, we still have Raw next week, where he's gonna be with The Rock in Brooklyn. So big up Lincoln, one of our members. If you want to join the membership, hit the join button next to the subscribe button on YouTube. And if you haven't subscribed, you better subscribe and hit the like button as well. Lincoln says, by far and away one of the best Raws in recent memory. Dean, big up Dean. He says, I'm probably in the minority, but I've been tired of Roman for years.
I hear you, Dean. I hear you, Dean, man. I hear you.
That's fair. I think we're coming to the close of this particular chapter of Roman.
Let's hope so, bro. Let's hope so. Look.
and then another chapter is to start. But there is more on Raw. You know, if we talk another big segment that happened on Raw, it was the coming together, the explosive altercation between a certain CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Rollins.
Let's talk about it.
CM Punk gets into the ring, obviously beloved in Chicago. He's just talking about the fact that, you know, he can come back around. He's injured, but he still has a mouth, and he's telling us that we should ask his missus how good his mouth is.
That was crazy. I had to go back and listen to it again. That was crazy.
They can keep that to themselves. I'm good. I'll take the word for it. I need to tell you that. And then Drew McIntyre. Obviously, CM Punk goes on to start talking about all the kind of main eventers: Roman, Rock, Drew, Seth, all of these people, and kind of like still keep his name alive amongst all these guys and guys that he wants to face. Then we have Drew McIntyre come and interrupt him. He tells the production truck to cut Drew McIntyre's music. We don't want to hear it. he tells Drew McIntyre to get into the ring. He makes a jibe at Drew McIntyre like, oh, are you a guy in a kilt or are you just a man in a skirt or something? Get in the ring. And Drew tells him, you know, you better be careful there. You don't want to get cancelled in 2024, saying something like that, which is very true.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think it's one of them ones where, yeah, maybe CM Punk's a bit more old timey than Drew. And
Drew,
he knows, yeah, Drew's very aware you can't get away with saying stuff like that these days.
Yeah.
And
but then again, CM Punk should know because obviously he's been outspoken in terms of like rights and all that sort of stuff. So
he has.
Maybe just slipped his head, didn't it?
Yeah. Probably just a slip, but yeah. So yeah, they go on to go at each other. Drew McIntyre saying that CM Punk is my inspiration. He's my muse. I get joy out of kind of tormenting you. He rips his main shirt to reveal the Drew McIntyre by CM Punk's grave shirt. They keep going at each other. Punk is telling him to get into the ring. Punk's lying down, saying that, just come in here. I'm not going to attack you or anything like that. Drew McIntyre is sitting on the commentator's desk, and Punk is obviously cutting a promo on him and stuff. I think they make some type of reference to the World Heavyweight title, which brings out Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins says he hasn't paid any mind to CM Punk not being here. Completely forgot about him. Again, Punk makes jibes about him, saying that his wife is more popular than he is and stuff like that. Then obviously Drew and Seth get into it. All three of them get into it. Oh, I missed the great line that CM Punk made about Drew saying, you call yourself the special one. Who called you the
special one? Hey, no, I know that one, backstage, I know the men were fixing their ties like, careful, mate. And Drew, for those,
I love
do you want to explain that to the people in the comments, just in case that line went over people's heads?
Oh, well, obviously, Drew McIntyre was dubbed the special one. Was it the special one?
The chosen one. Vince's chosen one.
Yeah, he was dubbed the chosen one by Vince McMahon. So when he referred to himself as that, and CM Punk said, "Oh, you call yourself the chosen one. Who dubbed you the chosen one? Say his name." And Drew was like grinning, thinking it's almost like you caught me. You've got me. I can't say his name in it. So that was a good little line. But yeah, these guys just got into it, bro. I think the punctuating point for this, for me, was that Drew took his eye off Seth Rollins for the first time.
For the first time, yeah.
He was angry that CM Punk got the final word and he was going to leave the ring. And then he tries to run up on CM Punk or, run it up on him in the ring and then gets caught slipping by Seth Rollins. Got hit with a stomp. And after all this time where McIntyre has been telling Seth Rollins, this is what you need to be focusing on, Drew McIntyre took his eye off the ball, started focusing on CM Punk, and then Rollins got him. So it's kind of like neither man is focused on this world title. They're focused on other things. By the end of the segment, it seems like CM Punk is going to be on commentary for these lots match.
He's not ref. The ref thing they stopped it. So
he said he showed he could be ref, but he said I'm probably I can't be impartial against you two. Yeah. He called them dipshits as well, which
bleeped out.
And so Drew is basically just not living his raps in terms of what he's telling Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
This segment felt so AEW to me, like. In a good way, like a very good way. Like,
could you? Okay, because I want to get where you're coming from. Because I get where you're coming from, but maybe we can agree together on this. If this is AEW, what wrestlers will be in the ring? Name me one wrestler that will be in the ring in that segment. And I know the wrestler you're thinking about.
I'd say Punk, Eddie Kingston. Go on.
Say the name. I was gonna say MJF. MJF has to be in that.
MJF.
Yeah, that's what. When you said that, I immediately thought, this is MJF sort of type of promo.
It's like three men, three stars, complete stars, have gone into the ring and they've gone into business for themselves. And it's like man are just shouting over each other, trying to get their points off, trying to score points on each other, sort of thing. So it was really good in that sense. I don't think there was like too much kind of talking over each other and stuff like that. But yeah, it was very chaotic. It was, I think it was clearly just to get Punk on the show, but to use Punk to kind of further these two storyline because both of them are his ops. Yeah, I just thought it was good fun. And since then, I think it's come out that they were basically told, like, this is where we need to get to. Punk potentially being on commentary for you lot's match. And then however you lot want to get there, you get there. So this had no scripting. Apparently, what's this guy's name? Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce was the producer of this segment. And he just said, yeah, this is where you just need to get to. Get there however you want. You've got like 20 minutes.
No, that's lit, man. It's lit that there's that sort of like creativity now, and people are not like limited and to do certain things. Like it's just great. That's the reason why people are enjoying wrestling now, enjoying WWE now, because it's just it's fluid. It's nice. Yeah. It's as fluent as the one take shots that they've been doing when they come off the break, when they get the camera angle going around the side. Like, keep going. We need that. Yeah. Sorry, another thing as well. Yeah, you know how big I am. You know how maybe I'm jumping the gun here, but we're probably gonna even bring it up anyway. You know how big I am on terms of like decor and style. And what did you think of the entrance, by the way?
I liked it.
Yeah, same.
I liked it. I liked the fact that it was kind of lower and you could see fans
at the back
behind, because it just makes the whole event seem bigger as well. Yeah. Like, I thought it was cool. Like, it's better than the tall LED stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah, Pop enjoyed it, man. Felt like a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it did, and the crowd was ruckus like a pay-per-view.
Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago delivered still, I can't lie. But yeah, man, it was a really, really good segment. The other great line was Drew McIntyre saying to CM Punk, "Oh, you call yourself straight edge, you don't drink, you don't take drugs, but you spend the most time in rehab."
Yeah, that was great. Listen, if Drew was a rapper, that would get that's one of them bars you put on the thingy of Rap Genius and say, "This is what." Honestly, bro, like that was cold. Drew's great, man. Drew's great.
It didn't work. Lincoln says, "Was surprised that Drew didn't burst out laughing during his exchange with Punk. They were both brilliant."
Yeah, they were epic.
Yeah, they both.
Thing laughter. Thing was laughing. Seth,
yeah.
Seth's like laughing. Yeah, he came out character. Then he came back and said, "I don't like you." I was like, "Okay, cool. You're serious."
Big up Lino. He says he's locked in and he's live. Good to see you here, mate.
The member.
Big up Nakai. Love from the States. Hope you're well, Nakai.
Yeah, hope you're good.
MAA, so commentary is a good place. Yeah, it was fun. Drew shooting from there. He says, "Sorry that I've missed the last few streams. It's delightful to be back. We're happy to have you back, bro."
Yeah.
He talks about the great camera shots and videography as well.
Yep.
And he agrees that the rehab line was icy.
Ice cold.
Ice cold. It was very, very good. Yeah, looking like we got CM Punk on commentary for that world title match, which will be good, which will be fun. I guess he puts him closer to that action if he is to potentially screw with this match.
So
costing Drew or anything.
Someone said something online, yeah. Let me know how you feel about this. I know you're still fully against Damon Priest cashing in and stuff, yeah. But you let me know. Someone said how CM Punk should basically be the reason why both of them lose the title. So, for example, Drew doesn't get the title, and so does Seth. So Damon Priest cashes in. Punk runs into the ring, hits him with his this arm thing he's got.
Yeah.
Damon Priest gets the pin, and Damon Priest runs, like, basically wins the title. How do you feel about that? And Damon Priest goes on a mega run, not no lackluster thing, but a mega solid run after that.
I don't mind Priest going on a run as long as they're gonna book him like that sort of thing, and maybe it's a thing where he drops the titles and he uses the Judgment Day as his minions to help protect the title, sort of thing. My issue is that obviously right now, what's his face? Priest is ice cold, but it's one of them ones where, to be honest, to cash in to win the title, you don't need to be hot.
No, you don't.
Take the opportunity.
You become hot when you cash in.
Yeah, so CM Punk to screw both of them, I mean, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. But when CM Punk is then fit and ready, He can't face either of them for the world title.
Yeah, it's silly.
So it just, I wouldn't say silly. It's just,
I mean, but it's like, why would CM Punk wanna do that anyway? I know. Okay, cool. I get CM Punk against both of them, but it's like, why would CM Punk want to help? Unless it's a thing where he's done it and not knowing that he's gonna cash in. Do you get what I mean? Not doing it because, like, okay, then Priest cashes in, he runs in, hits him, and go, okay, cool, pin him then. Like, it's hopefully something. It's not something like that. But then,
me personally, I'm not against Priest cashing in at all. Like, I want Priest to become world champion, and I think it's very important for the legacy of whatever's left of Money in the Bank that we have a successful cash in. My issue has always been that Seth Rollins cash in at 31 genuinely means so much to me. Like, so much to me personally. Like, I don't want to see it replicated.
Yeah,
that is the best cash in of all time. Like, so even if we save that shenanigan for the night after Mania, I generally think it'll be more impactful the night after Mania, because it's like we still need a way to impact that show. And Seth Rollins, I don't know if he retains, and then if he retains and then he gets cashed in on the night after Mania, if we do it like that, because giving Drew the title for one night seems a bit,
that's a dickhead thing.
Yeah, you don't really want to do that either. So if Seth Rollins retains, but then he gets cashed in on the next night by Priest, I think that could be cool. And then maybe McIntyre wins it off Priest later on or something. I don't know. But my heart is just, I need Seth Rollins' legacy of winning that title at Mania in that fashion protected. Personally.
I agree with you.
But yeah, we'll see.
I'm not against it, but I agree with you. If it does happen at Mania, then I'll pop regardless.
Oh yeah, like obviously he's gonna be in the building. I can't not pop if something like that happens. But I just prefer it not to, sort of thing. I want that moment to kind of live forever. I'm not sure you can replicate it.
No, you can't. And that was the main event as well.
Yeah, and with the guy involved as well. Like, remember, like Rollins had been fantastic leading up to Mania with all his other kind of sliminess. He had his match on Mania, which saw maybe one of the greatest RKOs ever. And it's like this slimy guy came back into the main event to find and leave this entire thing as the world heavyweight champion. Like, that was great. People were in shock. No one had seen anything like that before. Never had a cash in at Mania, let alone in the main event of Mania. And the guy that people know he's got the talent, but he very much a heel, slimy guy, has walked out with the title. I beg, just some things we just need to protect.
100%.
Like, for me personally, I'll leave. I wouldn't do that, but I'm here for Damian Priest. I think maybe at this stage, more importantly, is that we get successful cash-ins for Money in the Bank, so Money in the Bank feels like something again. So we'll quickly touch on the opening match on Raw because it's got people talking. It was Ricochet versus JD McDonough. I don't know how obviously these are the right two people to be like opening a show wrestling wise because of just their ability. It's like that, the lucha, when they used to send out luchadors to have the first match to kind of get the crowd hype in it. Like, it's the same kind of thing, but
the tactic.
I just feel like Ricochet's brilliant.
He's excellent. He's the best.
What do we do?
The problem is, they keep talking about Prince Puma. They've been saying Puma for a while now. And I think the best way to make Ricochet feel a bit more like special again and try and go for the title is maybe, I don't know, maybe making Prince Puma again. It will sell. People would want to see him all the time. Our problem is Prince Puma, he didn't really speak, and says Ricochet don't want to speak. So I don't know. It's a tough one, man. Like, I'm not expecting to come and do what his brother is doing at AEW with Ospreay, but I don't know. Maybe because what was he won? He's won the USA title. He's won Intercontinental.
He's done it all, bro.
Except for the only thing he hasn't won is the World Heavyweight Championship. Maybe if they build him up on that thing where it's like Ricochet's like, listen, I've done it all. This is my time to go for the big one. And this is when everything is kind of like balanced out with no bloodline, no crazy Gunter around. Like, it's just straight balance. And he's like, I have to get the big one. Last match I had to get a big one. BL literally beat me up in Saudi. This is my time. So maybe if he comes on that sort of angle, maybe it's like, okay, cool, maybe we can believe in him. And it's not like a thing where it's like he wins a qualification and he gets it. I think he should get like a Kofi type story, Kofi Mania type story for it.
Yeah.
For that. So yeah. I think that should be the thing he should be. I think that'd be the best way. What do you think?
Yeah. Now I don't think like world heavyweight title is definitely the next step for him.
Yeah.
Like he could only win a mid-card title for me if he's going to do something very different.
Yeah.
Potentially turn heel, potentially tone all the way down on like the high flying moves and all of that kind of stuff, stylistically change basically. That's the only time I would accept him having another run in the mid card with a mid card title, and that's basically to just test out that if it's a success, he can do it at world heavyweight level. Exactly. So you done
What the hell? Oh shit, I didn't even know. Crazy.
Yeah, he needs to find something that he can hinge his character on, and this has been the problem with Ricochet from day dot. Like, it doesn't surprise me that in Lucha Underground he was under a mask and doing up Prince Puma, because it's like, if you can't speak Spanish and, you know, can't cut a brilliant English promo, just leave him to do wrestling moves and done.
Yeah.
Like, Japan is obviously a foreign country. When he was doing up Dragon Gate and New Japan, like, again, it's the same kind of thing. Language barrier, not a great English promo anyway. And NXT was a flipping you know, it was a WWE indie, WWE Ring of Honor. Like, so again, they just put him out there to wrestle. He won North American title. He had great spots and stuff like that. But did NXT use it as developmental to teach this guy how to talk and stuff like that? No, not really. So we still, years later, find ourselves in the same position that maybe he's just giving him reps, giving him chances, just go out there with a mic and do something in it, like, and you'll just learn on the job at this point. His saving grace, in my opinion, is Triple H. Triple H knows how good he is.
Yeah, Triple H loves him. He loves
Triple
him.
H respects him and loves him.
Yeah.
But it's the man. How long is the man gonna sit around not doing anything? He's only been back on TV for the last 2-3 weeks. Since, I don't know, before the last 2-3 weeks, the last time we saw him on TV. So
yeah,
it's one of them ones where, yeah, he might. Obviously, his missus is now very much in the business. So he may not go anywhere. The other thing that might work in his favor is that I've just checked. He's actually only 35 years old.
35, he's still young.
Yeah, so he's actually still got time. If they have to turn around to him and say, like, right, this year, not necessarily 2024, but this year, the next 12 months or next 6 months, we're going to really give you this rocket ship push. I think so. What I had predicted already, Sami Zayn to win the Money in the Bank this year. If Sami Zayn is to win the world title, I think someone like Ricochet could be a way of how you now get Ricochet to that next level. Like, give him title matches, even if he's to lose to Sami Zayn or something like that. You've now kind of elevated him to that next division, if you like. I think right now, to kind of get him over and just keep giving him matches, because that's what he does best. He wrestles. And then people will want to see him more, give him a mic more, let him build a character, and then we go from there.
Like, we've had Simon Miller said it best, like when he came on our podcast. He was like, how with the way WWE are moving now and people are tuning in for The Rock weekly, having Ricochet on your show regardless is great. Like, he's gonna keep people. So if you see the Rock segment and you see Ricochet after, you're gonna be like, oh shit, what is this? And we saw what he done yesterday. Man done a shooting star press and the person standing up. I've never seen that before. That made me stand up. So it's like, if he now take up to the next level and he's now be able to speak and stuff, because I believe Ricochet can speak. I think he can speak, but it's just the right segment. It's like with everyone. I remember there was a time when I thought Roman Reigns couldn't speak. I think these wrestlers need to be themselves. Once they have that bit of themselves in there, they can now bring that out. It's like acting.
I agree that half of it is literally down to opportunity.
Yeah, that as well.
Given the chance and the trust to speak, sort of thing. It's like I was gonna like it too. It's left my head, but it's kind of, if we could use Maxine as an example,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the whole back office wrestlers know she's learning.
yeah,
She can't. She's not there yet.
yeah,
Like, but we're gonna keep sending her out, and she has to learn on the job at this point.
yeah,
So it's like that's the way they need to back Ricochet. Like, send him out there, work on his character with him, and we have to keep making it work. Jack Perry in AEW when he first turned heel, that first promo he done was horrible. It was very much, oh, guys, I'm a heel, dropping all the heel stuff and all that kind of stuff. And then slowly, before obviously he got suspended and that, the heel stuff, it started getting better because Tony Khan just kept sending man out there like, listen, you're a heel, whether they like it or not, you're going to have to be accepted as a heel now. So go keep cutting those heel promos. And it eventually started to connect with the crowd. So it's one of them ones, he just needs to be trusted. But right now he's being used in a really good position where even where he's surrounded by 20-minute promos or 15-minute promos, he is the wrestling in between. Being given time. So it's like we're ticking that box of doing like the sports entertainment stuff in the promos, but then this guy is still delivering the professional wrestling side of things that people want to tune in for as well.
Quick question,
Yeah.
Do you reckon a tag team will help? Him being in a tag team will help? Because obviously we've seen him being in a tag team before, but maybe it feels part of like some sort of faction where the faction and everyone's looking to build it. Like, for example, the Judgment Day, right? Everyone's literally built themselves to the point where like they're kind of credible in a way, even Dominic Mysterio. So what if he was part of a faction where it's like, cool, everyone here, we're come to achieve one thing and everyone's going to come up together, and Ricochet is going to be the guy that comes out, the shooting star that comes out and is like, bam, this is the guy. Do you reckon that'll help?
I think it could help. I think it definitely could help. I was actually thinking earlier today, because obviously all the rumors have started coming out that Carmelo Hayes is obviously set to come to the main roster very soon.
Yeah.
What about pairing Carmelo Hayes and Ricochet in a tag team?
That'd be cool.
Like, I think it would be something as well that could help Carmelo Hayes just to stay on TV sort of thing, because it could be easy to be lost in the main roster. Especially with his size. It's good that we get the likes of Devlin, JD McDonough, and Ricochet, smaller guys getting the opportunity on TV, but ultimately it's still somewhat foreign, even though we've got to that place now. So pairing him in a tag team, Ricochet in a tag team could work, or a faction 100%. But where they don't have any plans like that for him and plans to develop his character, the very least is send this guy out on TV to have wrestling matches, because he's great at what he does. Nakai says Pretty Ricky is too damn good.
I like that name. I've never heard it before, but that's good.
Dean says Ricochet feels more like 2010's Ricochet now. He seems more free in terms of the moves he's doing. Bro, they hit a Canadian destroyer on Raw.
Whoa! I even forgot about that one.
He was mental from a wrist lock.
Yes, a wrist lock. Yes,
pulled up and hit. Yes, like the guy's brilliant. The guy's too good. Dean says his appreciation comes more from indie fans than WWE fans. I think because his lack of promo ability was never a topic, his matches and athleticism was the talking points pre-WWE. Similar to, I don't know if you've seen these stories in the past week or two where WWE have basically said, where Will said that they didn't really offer him even a good financial package with Ospreay. WWE have basically come out, it's come out through the dirt sheets. The rebuttal was that, to be honest, we never knew he was that good. We thought he was the wrestler, the Ricochet sort of thing. They never knew he was more of a complete package. When they laid out that deal, which I still think is a stupid thing.
Because Ospreay's been speaking. You've seen him back press conferences in New Japan, even when he's on podcasts and other places, and he's in character. Like, Ospreay is good on the mic. Quick question, the episode doesn't actually. Let me even spoil it.
Okay. I know what you're gonna say. Don't worry. I think they've basically seen Ospreay now in front of an American crowd on TV, and they're thinking, damn, we could have had that if we really tried. They're saying they never knew he was that good. Nakai says Logan Paul cooked him on the mic. Ricochet, he did, yes. MAA, I think he needs to stand on his own 2 feet for now, I think, but I liked his tag team with Braun. And Braun might be back post-Mania, to be honest. So maybe
we're missing a few of the big men on the roster. We ain't seen almost in a while. We ain't seen Braun. Obviously we've got AOP, but other big men I don't really see anymore. So yeah, he's missing.
yeah, him and Braun could be a thing post Mania potentially. Yeah. MAA is such a good destroyer too. Yeah,
Oh,
it
that
was
was
good.
Great.
It was good. Right, let's jump over to SmackDown.
Let's go.
I guess. Do you want to touch on this Cody Roman stuff a bit more?
Yeah, we can touch into it.
Firstly, you said you thought that segment last week was good.
Yeah,
the Roman Cody. I thought that it was a bit passive and they weren't really touching on anything new. It was just a bit cold. The Bloodline guys came out. Cody's, Jey Uso and Seth Rollins came out, and they never just stood at each other and the show ended.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, is this why they keep inserting The Rock into this? Because with The Rock, it was electric.
WWE just do what WWE normally do. They get into a main event. They're not going to let the two main eventers touch each other until the day. And I think WWE do it perfectly. And in this case, them talking and saying, for example, I like the line where so this is the reason why my whole Seth theory is kind of weird, because Roman Reigns coming out and saying, "You believe Seth, right? Seth was the same person that hit me with the steel chair. Do you remember? You used to remember I was once part of the Shield. He done the same thing to me. He could do the same thing to you. Stuff like that is making me feel like, cool, Cody, Roman is definitely going to lose his title, and this is what's going to happen. So I thought that whole discussion was good. Like the whole, like obviously Roman even mentioned the fact that Cody Rhodes says the same thing over and over again is also good as well. Also trying to like make it kind of in a way kind of psyched him out. It kind of made him feel like, bro, what are you doing? You're just repeating yourself. I just thought that the whole segment was great, and after even to the end where Cody looked like he was on his loan, and after Seth came out, and after Jimmy J came out, I thought it felt like a reassurance, like a mini Avengers type story, and this is what we're building to.
Insurance policy.
Yeah, they've come out to him and they helped him out. Even I think was it the Raw before when we had Jay and Seth come up to him and goes, "Are you gonna be all right on SmackDown by yourself?" And they're like, "Yeah, I'll be fine. I can't bring anyone." And the fact that they appeared was a surprise to me, and it was proper good. So I probably enjoyed it. I enjoyed the segment. I thought it was good. I thought it was a great way to end the show. And like I said, for the past month, they've been giving us open endings, and this is what we need. This is what we need in wrestling: open endings for us to be like, shit. Next week, I'm coming back to see what happened. It's good, man. So
yeah, it was. I think it was, for my positive takeaways from it, it was good to just see Roman in a segment being himself without The Rock, kind of overshadowing and stealing the spotlight and stuff like that. A lot of people have said that, you know, the Rock is there because obviously last year we've had Cody versus Roman, and they've done build to that before. So like we need to now kind of change the way we build their next match, sort of thing. But they could have changed it in terms of giving us physicality. I know you just said that they don't tend to do that. They've done it with Rhea and Becky. They've been very physical on their way.
Right.
Like, so I feel like, especially after Cody has, you know, intervened a so-called, you know, wank fest, as Cody called it. Rock and Roman. Like, Roman should be annoyed and still kind of preaching the family stuff. You've interrupted what was going to be the biggest blockbuster main event for me and my family. This has nothing to do with you. My family's superior. And they could have been having fisticuffs and been being pull apart brawls and stuff like that. But
you know the thing is, you told me this, don't you feel like if the beef thing happens, this is the guys in the comments as well. Guys, comment below as well. Let me know as well. Don't you feel like we already know what's gonna happen? For example, if Cody now attacks Roman in the ring, bro, he's gonna get rushed. Like Bloodline are so powerful to the point it's like NWO basically. So I understand Cody like trying to hesitate and not hitting him. Obviously, if they hit him, he's gonna fight back. But in this point, in this situation right here, in the past situation right here, like Cody shouldn't do anything because he's gonna get overpowered. Everyone will get overpowered. And I think they should leave it until obviously Mania and stuff. Okay, if it does happen, it happens, isn't it? But we saw what happened yesterday. Cody tried the thing. He tried to fight the Bloodline. He got beaten up. The Rock came out, muttered something. I don't know what he said. Hit him, bro. You see it, so it's like, yeah, like it's long, man, it's long. It's long for Cody.
You're right. Roman Bloodline are gonna pull up. Nakai says the same thing here. Bloodline gonna pull up
instantly, fam. Do you know it's like, okay, let me picture this here. Guys that from London, guys that from ends, yeah. There's that one guy in school you don't trouble because you know that if you trouble him after school, as soon as it's 3:00, bam, his brothers and that are outside.
Cousins are
his
waiting.
man are outside. Cousins are waiting for you. It's that sort of thing. It's that sort of timing. You don't touch that person because you know that if it happens, it's long for you after school. It's Roman. That's Roman.
That's fair enough. But I still don't think it's necessarily an excuse for.
Of course not.
The kind of slow build. But I think again, it's a thing where they're just making sure that night one is what you're gonna buy into, and then we could see Roman go crazy in night one, and really kind of. Them man are gonna win.
Yeah, they have to win. I think they're gonna. They're
gonna win because night two has to be Bloodline rules.
Oh, it has to be. It has to be. It has to be. I want Bloodline rules from every. I want The Rock to be the referee. Even that's it. Give it that. Give it to that. Give it that. Give us that.
Just to talk on night two, yeah. Night two, and this kind of brings into those faces that we saw in the trailer. For me, night two has to be the most overbooked thing in wrestling history.
Overbooked, man. I want to see everyone out.
All members of the bloodline there preventing Cody winning. I'm trying to see
Arn Anderson. He's not part of AEW no more, is he?
I don't know.
I need to see Arn Anderson there. I need to see Arn Anderson spine buster on The Rock. I don't care. Oh shit! Imagine no. Imagine that. Yeah, The Rock's running in. He's about to hit the people's elbows. Arn Anderson comes in, spine buster, bam! I was like, oh shit! Anderson, bro. Imagine that, bro. Scenes.
I need to see all of that. I need to see Jey Uso coming to try and back up my man and not get anywhere. I need to see Seth Rollins after he's lost his title coming out to try and make a save and not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
Then we get Cena. Cena comes out to say to help.
Kevin Owens, Randy Orton. There's a list of people. Even LA Knight. Yeah, he needs to come in as well. Bro, forget the beef with AJ Styles right now.
I mean, there's been people closer than them to the beef, but they do have a part to play. Obviously, Randy Orton, they got put on the shelf. AJ Styles got put on the shelf. LA Knight got cheated out. Kevin Owens had his beef with them last year. So all of these people's names are valid.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I still think Bloodline should put away all of these names we're saying until we get to like the likes of Cena. And then Cena is a bit more of a stronger power, but maybe even Cena needs help. And then you get Austin. And then Austin might have to come out and square it. And then I don't want all of this overbooked stuff to lead to the finish, but we need to have it during this match. And then it's a thing where when all that kind of smoke clears, all the noise clears, then we go into like the last 6-7 minutes of Roman versus Cody, and that's when Cody overcomes.
We get the triple crossroads, yeah, bro. I can't lie. I was thinking yesterday. I was like, bro, if Cody wins, I might cry. I might have to shed a tear because it's gonna be emotional. It's gonna be emotional. It's gonna be emotional, bro. It's gonna feel like England winning the World Cup. We never thought it was gonna happen, but it happened. That's it.
Yeah, 100%,
man.
And then obviously, them man all come out to celebrate his win, like we've been saying. Like no one should complain if this is the most overbooked thing ever. As long as they do it right, no one should complain because literally all of these names, this should literally be the toppling of an empire.
The
toppling of Roman's empire.
Avengers, you remember Avengers where Thanos thought it was the raps, and after the portal happened, after Black Panther came out, Thor came out, this man came out, and I was like, what the hell? It needs to be like something like that. It needs to be epic like that. So
all like literally, if we can get it in without it looking too hokey. All of Roman's conquests, everyone that he cheated to win against, anyone that he's injured and put on the shelf, all of these man need to come out and get their pound of flesh.
Yeah,
like
honestly,
there's a scene in have you watched Matilda before?
Yeah, Matilda. Yeah. Oh, when they
chase out Miss Trunchbull from
the school. It needs to be like that. Yeah. I remember that scene clearly, but yeah.
Chase out Roman from
Great reference. Yeah.
It needs to be that sort of thing, because the damage this guy has caused, emotional, traumatic damage to this roster.
Do you reckon we'll get more Bloodline members pulling up?
I don't think so here. Not at Mania. I think there's definitely space for the likes of a Zilla, for a Jacob Fatu. I definitely think with Jacob 100%, something's gonna happen.
He needs to roll. He needs to roll.
I definitely think he's pulling up in the next 6 months, 100%. But I think that's probably going to maybe rear its head more so when we get into Rock versus Roman, and then it's like a new bloodline between these guys, maybe. I see something more so like that happening, rather than introducing them now.
Yeah. Would you think they should go straight to? Do you think they should start at NXT or go straight to thingy? They're gonna need NXT. I'm sorry to say, not to be deep, but
they're gonna go NXT.
I think they're gonna need it, like just that little time at NXT, just to check themselves, unless they're proper ready. But to be honest, I think Jacob Fatu's ready.
They could give them like a little closed behind door performance center, get up to speed quickly kind of thing. A lot of the crowd will know Jacob Fatu, like, more so than Zilla. But the
thing is, Jacob Fatu, he can speak as well. He can speak very good. He's great on the mic as well. So imagine adding that in. But if he comes in and it's a Bloodline 2.0, whose side do you reckon he should be on? The Rock side or Roman side? If this is what we're building to,
probably the Rock. Probably the Rock side.
Yeah, I'm with that.
And even so, like, obviously we don't know how. Obviously Jacob Fatu has done. There's a lot of kind of, how can I say it, checkered things in his past, which WWE would need to advocate for him. That obviously he's a reformed character and can work in the company and can go interstate and can go abroad if they need to go abroad with him. So there might be some stuff there that they're probably working with now to try and get him in. But I don't doubt at all they're definitely trying to get him in.
Yeah. Last time we spoke, I think we spoke to him last year, and I think he said to us as a passport, he's trying to wait for his passport to come through. Yeah. You know how the passport situation in America is very long. Guys, let me know if you're American. So and
the passport thing will definitely be difficult because of, like I said, his previous stuff.
Yeah.
So Well, definitely want to see them. Let's just take these comments and get on to our last thing that we want to talk about. MAA agrees with us. He says, that would be perfect in terms of the booking of that main event. He says the last 6 to 8 final minutes of false finishes and drama before Cody wins. Ref slow count. I hear it. Nakai says this could be the best overbooked, underbooked share. 100%. He says, I've seen Jacob live and holy goodness, is he amazing in the ring. Jacob Fatu's different class.
Yeah. Great.
Different class, honestly. Navy says Zilla isn't ready, but Jacob been wrestling for a while now. Yeah, we're going to see how they use it. Dean says if he appeared at Mania 2, Jacob wrestled a lot in Philly because isn't that where MLW is based?
MLW is based in it's not based in New York.
No, are you thinking of House of Glory?
Wait, MLW based in Philly?
I think it is. I think it is based in Philly, you know.
Oh, it's based in Philly. No, it's based in New York, but the promotion was founded in Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Navy says Zilla was in jail too. Yeah, maybe for different crimes. I guess Jacob Fatu's one was more serious. But all of these men been. Roman served time.
Yeah.
Roman's been the Usos obviously we know about. It's obviously just what the crime was. Dean says the crowd would know him. Zilla might need NXT, but Jacob could walk in, be a champion right away. He's too damn good. Yeah. Big up Stephen Kelly's joining us. He says night 2 is going to be mad. Can't wait.
Epic,
bro.
Epic. Pick-up.
It is gonna be pick-up.
Cool.
Last but not least, before we get out of here, let's talk about the women.
Yeah, let's talk
building this story between Belair and Naomi. Belair telling Naomi, you can't trust this Bailey. Bailey deserves everything she's getting right now. And obviously Damage Control have turned their back on Bailey. Naomi had a match on the night with Io Sky. Pretty good match. Beforehand, they had beaten up Bailey backstage when Io Sky had beaten up Bailey backstage, and then post match, after Io Sky got the win, Damage Control came to, beat up Naomi. Bianca obviously can't watch her girl get beaten up. She ran from backstage to came and back the beef. She got beaten up as well. Damage Control standing
That was sad.
strong.
That was sad. When Naomi trying to protect her, she was getting that was deep. It was like, bro, my sister, man. Come on, man. It was deep. It was deep. I like that. That was a good visual. I can see that's gonna happen in the vignette.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I think it's this stuff between Naomi and Damage Control. It's nothing more than like a mid card story, but it's the way they're telling it with just time they've got left. It's just pretty easy and straightforward to get. I guess the main question is that it looks like it's gonna be a trios match, maybe with the Kabuki Warriors teaming with Dakota Kai, and then get Belair. Belair's still got the Tiffany Stratton Road open, it seems.
Leave that one for Backlash. I can't lie. Leave that one for Backlash. That push that one aside for Backlash. Yeah? Sit and push it aside, mate.
So I know we know what Anafi wants then. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be
Storm's coming.
Belair, Naomi, and they need a third person. And coincidentally, it was announced on this show that Jade Cargill has signed an official contract with SmackDown, and she's going to be on SmackDown this week on Friday. And Jade is telling people at basketball games and stuff.
It's going to be crazy. Oh, shit's going down. It's going down. Shit's going down.
On SmackDown this week. Tune in. So, I mean, is it too obvious to say that Jade is going to be the third member of this team?
Yeah.
And what do you think of Jade particularly going to SmackDown overall?
I think SmackDown works better. SmackDown's more like the showbiz sort of like, it's for her, innit? It's fitting for her, innit? I don't see her being on a Raw yet. I think Raw is for like the heavier stories and the grittier stories as well. But SmackDown's a bit more clean, proper for her. We definitely saw that there was that sort of like that was the plan that we were getting towards. We've had segments with Naomi and Bianca, and Jade Cargill countless of times on the show, and I think it's the best way to do it. It's the best way to introduce her in a tag team match, because when she's in a tag team match and they all win, it's all going to look great. 3 black women looking great in the ring. It's just going to be nice. I said before, I think I said on the podcast, if Jade doesn't get a match with Bianca Belair at WrestleMania, then I think the best way to do it is by putting them in a tag team together and making them win the tag team boss. That was one of my predictions. That was one of my things I said probably work out. But the trios is cool for me. I don't mind that. I think Jade will do bits.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I feel about her being on SmackDown. I don't really have an opinion either way, I don't think. With this match, I don't know. To be honest, I don't want Bianca to be in this match. I was looking forward to Bianca versus Tiffany Stratton. Because I think it's also important, and Bianca's recently gone on record saying this. I think it's important that we start getting used to having women's feuds on WrestleMania and big shows away from the title as well. Yeah. And this would have been great, because this between Stratton and Belair, it just would have been like an athletic masterclass between the two of them. Yeah. But maybe they, like you said, they save it for Backlash. They save it for another time, which is unfortunate for Tiffany Stratton, because she's come on to the main roster and done well as well. But not everyone can get onto Mania.
Unless she comes in and she's like some sort of like lackey or some just helping out, just trying to screw the match over. Then that's a good moment for her as well.
Yeah, maybe. But with Jade, I think it's good that they're ready for her on main roster. I think that's a promising sign at the very least. I would have 100% preferred more, even if they put her on Raw initially, to have a match with Nia Jax, because I think Nia Jax deserves to be on Mania as well.
Yeah, she does.
And then they do like a draft soon after, and then she moves to SmackDown or something officially. Yeah. But I think I'm just gonna, if they announce that on Friday or whatever, I'll just accept it for what it is. I don't really want to see it, but at the same time, I'm here for these three working together, Naomi and Bianca, and forming this sisterhood, and then kind of, like it's kind of like a low-key Shield kind of deal.
Yeah, it is.
And then maybe Jade does the turn.
The turn, yeah.
Because I think that would be good. Jade should be a heel.
She should.
I think she could be an incredible
heel. Crazy heel.
So,
crazy. But this is all dependent on the way the fans take her in. Because from what we saw at Royal Rumble before, the fans are like cheering her on.
Yeah,
because their first time seeing her. But I think once she settles down, bringing the heel tendencies, because she's a good heel. She's a good heel in AEW. So
yeah, and I feel like they only scratched the surface with her as a heel in AEW because they don't really give the women too much time to do promos and stuff like that. Exactly. She was always just cutting backstage promos and Tony, cut this shit.
You cut this shit.
Yeah, like if you give her more, I think there's definitely more there. So I would like to see her as a heel. But yeah, for now, I think I'm just gonna say, well, let's just go through this period and we get what we get, and then go from there. Yeah,
cool.
So yeah, that's basically it in regards to the main stories. Next week, literally next week, obviously we got SmackDown still, but next week is go home show. We got Rock and Roman on SmackDown Raw, which is gonna be crazy. Yeah, a lot of these stories. I think right now we're at 9 Mania matches. Triple H said he wanted 7 on each.
He wanted 4 more or something. Yeah.
So I think it's 4 or 5 more.
Yeah.
To get to where we need to get to. So we'll probably see a couple more matches confirmed and stuff like that. But goes without saying that we're looking forward to it.
Oh, bro, I'm gassed. Just to point out, guys, if you guys are tuning in, we're going to be doing the E out in Philly. As soon as we land, we're going straight into the sitting room. We're going to just cut the E. We should be getting a special guest on there as well, but I don't want to confirm yet. Joining us on the E. So, yeah, guys, stay tuned in for that. And also, guys, if you're in London as well, make sure you guys come to the what am I going to say?
WrestleMania watch
party. Yeah, exactly. Can I throw up the flyer here?
If you can.
Yeah, I think you changed the background. Let me not do that. Let me not play with it. Let me leave it for I mess up the brand. But yeah, guys, make sure you come to the WrestleMania watch party. There's currently a competition going on right now. We're giving away a ticket, 1 ticket plus a guest as well. If you guys go check on the video, the latest podcast, comment your favorite wrestler and comment where you're from, and we'll give you a ticket. You have to be from London, by the way, and we'll pick the winner tomorrow. So yeah, guys, let us know if you want to come to that as well. Also, guys, 16th of April, we're at Hustle, Color Factory. Make sure you guys get tickets for that. It's a steel cage match. Also, what else is there? Mex dropped a banging video, by the way, about Soraya. Truth about Soraya, guys, go check that as well. Mex is killing it with these essays, man. Killing it, murder. Killing it, killing the pen. So, guys, go check that out as well. And
yeah, guys, just keep supporting us because like the team has kind of split in a positive way. It's not a negative. We've split for this next WrestleMania week. Some of us are literally going to be on the ground in Philadelphia giving you guys the vlogs. If you enjoyed our LA vlogs last year when we were in LA for WrestleMania, you got the Philadelphia vlogs come in with all the other content, come in speaking to fans out there, so you have that to look forward to. And of course, like I say, the regular shows that you get every week are going to be available as well as we are out there. So yeah, a lot is happening. This is a very big week for wrestling in general. So just keep supporting us, man. We appreciate it.
Big and busy week. And if you guys are from Philly, anyone's from Philadelphia that's in this watch along, not watch along, but in this episode, please give us a shout, man. It'll be nice to meet everyone out there, man. Honestly, we're going to be around and about with our cameras, so let us know. That doesn't mean you come and rob us, by the way. I'm not from Philly. I'm from London, please. I'll speak the Queen's English. You want me to speak the King's English, you see?
The Queen's English.
The Queen's English. But yeah, man, it's been good, man.
But yeah, all right, guys. So hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to Rest Things if you are new here. And we shall see you same time next week on the E from Philadelphia. Take care. See you later.